It's about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy. You feeling like dog. Smash that like button like Hulk, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here once again. If you're new to the channel or you're not, this is Assemble Time.
Sir.
I am Sluggy.
Real.
And we are here. This is the bro first time on the pod ever. He reached out to Bro Real, that's his cousin.
Facts.
He's like, yo, I need to talk about the X-Men 97 joint.
Yeah,
rightfully, right? Because if you've been a fan since back then, you can't wait. And, you're very excited, especially if you've seen it too. So, me personally, I used to never really watch it too much back in the days. I was more of a Batman guy. And then once I got a little older, when the movie started coming out, I became a Marvel MCU fan, Avengers-wise. I do like the X-Men movies and all that, but, they do have their flaws.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I did like what I seen from the X-Men 97.
I agree.
So
Yes, sir.
I wrote some things down, and I guess y'all could bounce around on the stuff that I bring up, and then if y'all got anything y'all want to bring up and add in there, we do it along the way. Please subscribe, hit that smash that like button like Hulk.
Thanks.
It'll help us. We're almost at 202 subscribers, and we've been trying to do that for a while, but it seemed like once we did the new phase 3, we went from like 183 to like 187.
Oh, okay.
Shout out
good.
to X-Men 97.
What's up, y'all?
So, yeah, thanks for subscribing. We're gonna, 200 subscribe episode. We're gonna try to do a big. All right. All right. So the first thing I wrote down was X-Men 97 was nothing short of spectacular.
Facts.
Let's just start there real fast.
Yes,
I definitely
sir.
thought it was like really, really well put together. I was kind of nervous as we got closer to the release date. So I'm like, damn, I hope they don't mess it up because Marvel been on up and down.
They mixed in a lot of things, man. They put in my man, Magneto when he stood trial. That was the same outfit he was when he stood trial in
Details, right?
Yeah.
Well, in the show, he stood trial in the comics.
Yeah, he stood trial in the show.
Oh, okay.
In the comics as well.
In the comic, yeah. So he had the same exact outfit on. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
So with like Storm with the Mohawk, she had that Mohawk in like season 4 or 3 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was complaining. She didn't have it at the end, but it's some time because she Jean Grey wasn't also pregnant.
Yeah, not the
You know what I'm saying? But spoiler, she ain't really Jean Grey. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna touch on that as we get towards the steps.
Saying?
But they mentioned it in the I think it was in episode 2 how it's been a year later.
All right.
They mentioned it in episode 2. I remember catching it. I'm like, all right, cool, because I was speculating myself.
So
like,
that
it seems like
I didn't know that.
No,
I didn't even catch that.
They say it. I think it was one of the news report or something. It was talking about Xavier's death, and it was like last year, and then a year ago from today. So I know for sure they mentioned it somewhere. I could be wrong about the news reporter, but I know for a fact they mentioned it. I think in episode 2 that it's been 1 year. Yeah, what you thought about it, Rose? Like,
honestly, I thought it was dope, man. Like, to add on to what you said, like I wasn't the biggest X-Men fan, but young, I remember really watching that shit, like the classic song, everything. I had certain characters I grabs to.
I got like 10 years on y'all, so I was dead ass watching.
That's different. And then you remember it.
I was dead ass watching it.
See, as a kid, we watching it and we like.
I'm like, like it was cool, but I was more of a Spidey guy. But X-Men, they brought it back. It's very fire revamped. I ain't gonna lie, especially continuing from it. I think that's mad dope because they could have just went a whole nother like. We just bringing it back again.
Yeah.
But nah, the fact that it continues, that's what probably gives you that feel like, nah, this is like.
See, it gotta feel like that. Like, and not to like jump lanes of who we talking about, but I don't know if you know they coming out with the Batman animated series again same thing.
Like that.
They're continuing it off where he left off at the original Batman series when he was on top of the roof and shit. Yeah, the shit that they used to give on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, but they always try to get on something Marvel doing. I ain't even front.
So I could imagine how it must feel for people that was in tune with X-Men, picking up where it left off and even like executing. You feel me? So that's why I definitely feel like even just for me being an outsider, it was nothing less than spectacular.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Second thing I wrote down, I don't know if you hip to it, but it gives me the show Invincible.
Yeah.
It gives me that vibe, the way it's like, the way it looks, the way it's shot, and how much like you can tell they're trying to put into it. Of course, they're not going to be that R-rated.
Well, you right.
But it was just giving me Invincible vibes the whole time, like watching it. I'm like
a newer animation.
Yeah, like this shit.
It did look like
because we were talking about it off cam. Like I watched some of the old episodes leading up into the final episodes of the X-Men before, just so I could know where we picking up at. And it's definitely from its time. Like when you watch it today's date, you'd be like, this is fire still, but I could tell it's old.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I could tell it's old. The way the dialogue is coming across, clearly the way the animation looks, you know. And it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but it don't look like the way shit is looking now.
Yeah, but you know, and it also changes through the years, from season 1 to season 5. You know what I'm saying?
It gets better, right?
Because season 1 was you know not.
Yeah.
See, so what I did was I started in season 1, the first episodes and shit, right? I did that earlier in the week. And I watched a couple, I banged out like probably like 4 episodes, 5 episodes. But then I look at the list and they don't got it broken up in seasons. It's just 76 episodes in a row.
Oh, word?
And I'm like, yo, this shit come out in like 4 days. I'm not be able to watch all this shit. I don't want to be behind. But I don't want to like not be ready for when the new shit come out. I'm like, all right. So then I came back from work like 2 days later. I was like, you know what? I'm going straight to the last season. And I'm watching some of the last season.
That's the
So
smart
then I watched like 2-3 episodes of the first of the last season to start it off. You know, like they be having it in parts. It'd be like part 1, part 2, part 3 of episodes connecting. And then I was like, I'm definitely not gonna be able to catch up still. So I was like, let me go to the last 2 episodes, and I went to the last 2.
I actually started watching it before it was coming out, because you know when you get on Disney and shit, they be talking about
The
you know,
upcoming shit.
yeah, get ready, right? So I was like, yo, fuck it, I got into it.
That's fire.
But you know, I had seen it, so I kind of like stopped, and then I was watching, you know, other stuff. Like I started the Invincible series actually. I only got one more. Yeah, I got one more episode to catch up with.
The new season?
Yeah, with the new episode.
Okay. So you watched the first 4 because they split the last season. They split it in like mid-season finales and shit. So you watched the first 4 episodes.
Yeah, I watched the last season. Yeah.
But not mad, but he rekindled.
Yeah, and then I started watching the new ones, but I haven't watched the new one that just came out. Would it drop on Wednesday or something?
Yeah. So it was the 5th episode basically. That's only
So I haven't watched that one.
Did I see that? I think I actually held off on it because I wanted to wait for like one more. Because that's the thing with these shows. You get excited and you be like, I want more. So you gotta let like 2.
One ain't enough. Like X-Men did that for me. The way they ended it with the cliffhanger.
Yeah, but that's like with the cliffhanger.
That was kind of
yo, we gonna talk about that cliffhanger or what?
No, yeah, we gonna get to it. I want to go with stuff in order. That's why. But you know what's fire about even them doing for this show every week release? Because it brings you back to Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
That's what's fire.
Yeah.
But all right, let's move on. So now we starting to get into actual details. So what's going on? Third thing I wrote down was Cyclops and his dope ass drop down.
Okay, when he shot the beam with the eyes.
I thought that was
fire.
A statement too. Cause remember you was like, see, now they trying to do like what Cap is like.
To me, my X-Men, he said too.
Yeah, and that's Professor X line. I just thought that his drop down was so dope. You see everybody else jumping down, and he's like, that's like when Cap did it in Winter Soldier. They're like, yo, did he have a parachute? Like, no, he didn't. Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I'm like, obviously he's gonna use his beam, but it just looked fire to see him do it, and I thought that was a big step forward for this character Cyclops. I think they slight him a lot. You feel me?
And that's a fact.
Yeah.
To touch on that, not to cut you off.
No.
They do slight him a lot, and nigga, he became a likable character to me just off 2 episodes. Honestly.
But in the cartoon, there's a few times where his shit comes off. And he destroys.
No, we know that.
Building.
Yeah, no, I know that.
But
I think that's his weakness because he knows he could do that. He's one of those people that don't want to do that. He don't want to hurt people. You know, he don't want to like Hulk. He don't want to use his powers. I get it. But in this shit, he seemed more confident.
He seems more like a leader.
Sleek. Yeah, he seemed like Cap, like the way he's going about shit, like that beam shit. Even the beginning, episode 1, when he was dodging, beaming on the floor, it was pushing like Flash.
See, all right, that's
I'm like, those niggas different.
That's
bro.
one thing I want to tell people. And you probably already noticed, you being a big X-Men fan and all that. Cyclops' beam, for those of y'all that don't know, y'all can look it up on YouTube. They have the shorts, so you don't have to watch a whole video. It's like a minute worth. His beam isn't like a laser, right? It's not a laser beam. It's more like a punch than a laser. So it don't slice through things. It punches through things. So like even as defenders, when he's fighting someone,
it like hits them. Yeah.
It hits them more than slicing.
It's like a power.
Yeah, it's like a punch. That's exactly how they explain it. It's like literally like a power punch more than like a slice.
I never really thought of that.
And because it looks like a laser beam, so you would just expect laser beam. He kind of do
be cutting. Like it seemed like he cut through certain.
Yeah, so that's why you think when he first got to Homie, when he went to go rescue son, I think that was episode 2, right? Or was it episode 1?
Yeah, episode 1.
He's holding him because it's pushing them back.
Yeah.
Every time he beams, and he slides. That's when you're talking about.
Yeah, and that part was fire, nigga.
Because his shit is more of an impact.
It's
more of an impact than a direct slice.
I ain't gonna lie, I never noticed that till today. That's crazy.
So jump to the next detail. We got to talk about the Sentinel fight. When I think that was the pinnacle of the whole sentence of the 2 episodes yet. That's the pinnacle, I think.
Yeah, that was Flea. Yeah,
I want to get your take on it.
I thought they already took him out. Yo, I didn't even know he was.
Well, who?
Still hiding out.
Oh, yeah. When he was,
It's gonna entice though.
That's not Task?
Oh no,
No, I'm
Master
talking
Mode
about-
is the Sentinel, the big
yeah,
one.
the big Sentinel.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
because
Yeah,
the game I
Master-
play, they have the Sentinel card,
And
and
then they
then
have
when
Master Mode.
his power is he gives you 2 more cards in your hand, so he fill your shit up. You can only have 7 cards in your hand at once,
Right, right.
so you waiting for certain cards to come out of your deck. So if I throw him against you, Master Mode gives you 2 more Sentinel Master Modes in your card
yeah,
in
yeah,
your hand,
yeah,
2 more
yeah.
Sentinel joints in your hand,
he's the big
and then you be
homie
like, damn
of
nigga,
this.
now I gotta wait another extra 2 turns just for niggas to come out. That's fire. Then I didn't know, but
Yeah,
I know the
Master
card.
Mode.
I don't know
Yeah,
him though.
yeah,
That's
I didn't know
fire.
about Master Mode. Yeah, but did you see? Because that's the part when Jean. That was crazy too. When she went into the Cerebro, right? Cerebro, and they and she was controlling. She was in this nigga's brain, and then somebody went in her brain. Something went in her, like, or something happened to her.
Yeah. You know what happened with that?
Yeah, I understand that.
Why she got
Yeah, I understand that.
distorted, or why she got interrupted in Cerebro? Who, like, you know who fucked with
Oh,
her? Like, did you get
that's-
pick up anything from that?
That's Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Word?
See, I didn't pick up on that. So I didn't know no better.
For real?
Yeah, that's Apocalypse.
It's
right?
funny because this nigga asked.
Sound like about to break through the
This nigga asked about Apocalypse too. Was it?
Wait.
Because I don't know. They don't explain who did that to her. And
It
that
gotta
shit was
be
different.
Apocalypse.
Somebody,
bro.
it's not much
If it's not
strong like
Apocalypse,
that.
then it might be Sinister. Yeah, it might be Sinister, Mr. Sinister.
Yo, you know it's crazy. Growing up, I didn't
Because Jean Grey comes at the end.
Oh, I see. So they trying to.
And
So
it
you
matter-
feel like
matter-
more
matter-
tie in than just having 2 separate entities. All right, that makes sense.
And the Goblin Queen, she's the one that had the baby. You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah. We about to be. We're gonna get to that. All right, so let's just finish the Sentinel fight. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think they couldn't execute it even more. I think that was them introducing the X-Men team for people that's not familiar with them and how they get down
what they could
and
do,
get
yeah.
busy.
Nah, they got busy.
Yo, their
right there.
team chemistry
Lightly
was
too.
crazy.
Nah, yeah, lightly too. Like, nah,
Yo,
we
lightly,
ready
lightly.
for Mass. The matter of fact, this girl said that, bro. We got more Sentinels than I could count. Like, they didn't want to fight and shit no more.
When Beast went inside one of them and was controlling,
yeah,
like,
I'm like, nah, they
Yo.
do this, bro. Nah,
Like for me personally, I knew the chemistry was like very ill, bro. Like it was fire just seeing the way they work, like go off each other, powers work together. You know, it's like watching any other team, and you be like, all right, that's what they do.
nah, that's a fact.
So
though.
seeing the X-Men get Mondays, it was like, nah, they getting money
It
right
was
now.
cool,
Like,
especially the. I ain't gonna lie, to touch on that too. Master Mode, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
his name. He's the main one. I thought he was gonna cause havoc because Jean, when whoever interrupted her, they made her see them like dead.
nah, the fight was definitely intense, and like you said, it was kind of quick though, but it was enough. Like,
No, yeah, no.
I rated a 10 out of 10 that fight. Honestly, it was like a fire fight just to see them. It just, all these shits do is make me just think ahead of time and be like, damn, imagine when it's everybody together,
Yeah,
like
the
Endgame,
MCU,
like,
yeah.
and seeing the X-Men with the Avengers
It's gonna
and
be
even
crazy.
other people that tagged along,
Yeah,
like the
Shang-Chi and
Guardians,
stuff and
yeah,
shit
of
like
course,
that,
other
yeah.
people. That shit was just mad fire. All right, let's talk about the members. Each member, like how y'all feel like each member was like brought to the table now again, like spinning the block. I feel like one person that even I wrote this down for, we spoke about a little bit of Cam, Morph, right? We spoke about Morph, how Morph was
Yeah,
mad
facts,
fire,
facts,
and
facts.
I think a lot of people aren't familiar with Morph because there's always been Mystique, but it's cool to see them incorporate him and bring him in because he gives you that comedic role.
Yeah.
Take himself serious, but you can also see
How-
the
see how- what he
display
can
of
do.
how his powers are.
He's very useful.
I love the fact that he was changing the mad different X-Men that's not even in the show yet. And they was in the
That
show
shit was
before.
ill, yo, word.
They was-
the way he was turning into that mad.
Yeah, like he turned into mad different people, and these are people that if you're not in tune with it, you don't know who they are. You're like, who the fuck is that? And like I said, for a
He
second,
turned into Punisher. Then he turned into fucking Lady Deathstrike. Yo, he was like
Lady Deathstrike.
just
Lady
morphing.
Deathstrike is part of Wolverine's lore.
Oh, okay.
So if you notice in the scene, she has like long fingertips and they sharp.
Okay.
And she's striking
Yeah,
shit.
I know what you mean.
If I'm not mistaken, Lady
Yo, she
Deathstrike.
came after him and she went underground into the.
Didn't they incorporate her in the movie? Right, that's who he fought in X-Men 2.
I think so.
At the end, the chick that had the long shit that was like him.
Yeah, he fought
that was
her.
supposed to be Lady
Lady
Deathstrike,
Deathstrike,
basically. But
gotcha.
they didn't make her look like her at all.
Nah, but like in the X-Men in the original series,
Yeah.
she came after them with the underground cave people. What the fuck
Okay.
was their name?
The same people that they were trying to kill in episode 1?
Nah, fucking Storm had to fight them, and she took them over. She actually got control of them.
Right.
Right, but then they came and they stole some stuff from Lady Deathstrike, and then Lady Deathstrike came down there and they had a spaceship. And
She was basically like leading that team and shit, basically.
yeah,
Like
she was
a
leading
rebellion
that
of
team.
I see what you mean. See,
Yeah.
that's why it's good to go back and actually see. I wish I would have been more on it and watched all of it before this actually came out, which I planned to do, but I just did, time passed and I forgot about it. How y'all feel about Magneto being the leader?
Yo, that shit was crazy.
I think that's dope too.
Yo, the way fucking, I don't even know what if it's fucking false.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, he could be lying, he could have forged it.
Yeah, he could be lying and shit. You know
That's what I was thinking too, like, damn.
That shit is like...
Maybe he's trying to prove to the X-Men, like, see, the humans be on some bullshit. Because even him going to trial, you can see that was his angle. Like, I know there's going to be mayhem, uproar off of me being there and them giving me a trial and not just straight hanging me. So you can tell, like, that was he was too comfortable and shit. And he was like, all right, look.
What he did to them was crazy too. When he took them all the way up to
space, that was fire.
He was like, yo, he almost stepped on the niggas. He said, I think that's would have killed all of y'all for what happened to Storm.
Yeah, you got sometimes you gotta show them. You gotta show people sometimes, like, look what I can take, but I'm not, because I'm telling y'all I changed. And there's no way to prove to y'all then
besides not
prove it to y'all dramatically. Yeah, I think.
That was OD, bro.
I think it's a nice twist to the whole lore of the X-Men, especially from it being continuation from back in the days. It's like, I know he was their biggest foe the whole time. Yeah. Xavier's out the picture, and then
that's a crazy story.
Bring him in. Yeah, I think it was very smart of the MCU to write that and be like, no lie, let's make him the new leader.
And because he's a familiar character.
Yeah.
1, 2, they are best friends, so it makes sense. Like how much they do love. Like when he had that talk with Rogue, you peeped that when they was like, was it Rogue? Yeah, when he had the shit. His helmet, and he was looking at it. He don't wear that shit no more.
What about when Gambit was over there and watching fucking while she was in there fucking with
Magneto. He was tight. My son got action after the trial.
See, I saw you. I didn't even peep that.
I was gonna touch on that. He obviously slammed Rogue. I ain't gonna lie. He obviously
slammed. He slammed. I didn't even peep that. I noticed the scene. For some reason,
sorry to cut you off. He's the only person that could like touch her that we really know of, right? Like she physical touch, took her glove off. You know she got excited.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He probably popped the cherry.
He probably because he told him he was like, "Yo, being was crazy."
Bro, she got a kid by him. I think.
So that's probably what they leading up to. See, that's why honestly, as much as the MCU is going through like turmoil right now, and one of their projects is good, one is bad, one is good, one is bad. They do fan service to a T. Like they know more or less like what people, and I guess that's why they go wrong with the stuff they go wrong with, because they try to do different things sometimes. But for the most part, when they do stick to their guns, they execute and. I can see, I heard y'all saying it off camera when I was trying to set everything up, that it does seem like they headed towards this iteration being part of the MCU and through the multiverse on live action. I can see all these characters being in live action. So my theory was, I was like, I'm just gonna tell you when we on cam, when y'all was saying it. Remember, you got to see the Marvels? The second Captain Marvel movie with all 3 of the girls?
Yeah, fact.
You seen the post-credit scene, right? When Beast was popping up and shit? Fact. I think that's this universe.
Yeah.
I think that's the X-Men 97 universe.
They bring that into the universe.
Because they bring in Wolverine with that suit.
No, but Wolverine is from the Fox universe. I don't think the Fox universe is necessarily the universe that we seen Beast in, that Monica Rambeau got sent to. It could be,
though. But ain't Deadpool in our situation now?
No, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, I think those are just separate. Because mind you, the multiverse is infinite, right? It's different, infinite amount of universes. Right. I think the X-Men 97 universe is...
With Tom Holland and them now.
No. Is what we seen in the post-credit scene with Beast, where Monica Rambeau was at. I think that's the X-Men 97 universe.
Yeah.
But I don't think the X-Men 97 universe, or the X-Men animation, same universe, right? I don't think that's the same universe as the Fox movies.
Okay.
It's about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy. You feeling like dog. Smash that like button like Hulk, yeah.